Tell me about Elon.
What do you want to know?
How long did you work with him?
Well, he'd already been displaced as CEO when I joined the company, but he was on the board of directors.
So PayPal purchased X, which was his online banking company. He briefly becomes the CEO of PayPal, and then departs, but not ingloriously, I guess, if he stays on the board.
Yeah, no, he stayed on the board, and obviously was I believe was the largest shareholder at IPO. So obviously it's a very successful investment. Yeah, we merged with X in March of 2000. The market collapsed a couple days later, re-collapsed in June 2000, as you remember. And he took over as CEO in June, stayed through the end of August, and then Peter Thiel came in as CEO, interim CEO actually originally, September 25th in 2000, and really fixed the company.
What was Elon really good at there?
Well, obviously systems engineering is the key skill I think that Elon shares with someone like Steve Jobs from afar and Jack Dorsey, is being able to understand the business equation that lines up success in a complicated area, and very few people can actually do that. There's basically a variable like X times Y times Z that yields success in a business, and understanding all the moving pieces in your head and being able to tweak the right variables in the right order is a key to building a complicated company.
Because there are so few critics of Tesla, I've taken the role of being one, and I enjoy it because it's a fascinating company with a really cool product and horrible financials, and so that's right up my bailiwick. But I wonder how you look at that business.
Well, I look at the business, and the future of auto is probably based upon software and batteries. And Tesla is as well positioned in software, at least compared to all the other people in the world that make automobiles, and probably as well positioned and better positioned in batteries. So the two fundamental drivers of the future, plus design, Tesla is better than anybody else on the planet at. So I think that you can.
Well, all right. The batteries are Panasonic's invention as much as they're Tesla's, right? And it's a commoditized product. I don't know if that's a great business to be in.
I don't think it'll be a commoditized product over the long term. I think there's a lot of innovation going on in batteries under the hood, both at Tesla and other places, that will propel the industry forward. And I think Tesla is well situated to capture the innovation in batteries. Basically, batteries are pushing the envelope in theoretical physics and theoretical chemistry. Right. And so innovation there is extremely difficult. We invest at Khosla Ventures in battery companies and have a set in our portfolio because we believe they're so important to the future of transportation as well as the future of mobile phones. And I think Tesla understands that and will capture most of the innovation.
It is a place where there are a lot of investor bodies buried. I remember when I was working at a fund where we were shorting stocks, and I one day decided I'm just going to short any company with the word battery in the description, and we were already short all of them. There were no more out there, and they all collapsed.
Well, I think that was before innovation in the mobile devices. So the reason why these devices are so large and it's difficult to sort of make them thinner is the heat dispersion with battery. And so as batteries become more capable, the smaller with longer lifespan, they allow better consumer electronics as well as better automotive innovation.
And so going forward here, so you sounds like you're optimistic about the company, even though, I mean, Elon, they've got about $3 billion in cash left. They burned through $1 billion this quarter, and they announced they're going to accelerate capex to the point of $2.25 billion before July.
Look, this is not
not enough.
This is not a business for most CEOs. We'll start there. It's very complicated, sort of making this whole thing work. That said, I think on the vectors of competition over the next decade, they're well positioned. Now, I'm not taking a position on the valuation of Tesla. Right. It is richly valued on any multiple basis. So you can make an argument that you believe that Tesla's going to be the future, but the valuation's still off. I think that's a very reasonable place.
Yeah, and that's the same kind of logic people looking at the Snapchat IPO too, right? Snapchat might be a great, important business, but...
Or Twitter is one that comes up. Twitter has more influence in the world, I believe, than Facebook, but it may still be overvalued as a business business.